All right, guys, here in the top left-hand corner of Ohana, we have our pink Zerg player, representative of its GoSu. It is TAC3. And his opponent down here, the bottom right-hand corner, from CheckSix. Oh, my God. Oh, the crash threw everything off. From CheckSix, okay. So it is Sleep.
CheckSix is a difficult team name to say.
Yes. CheckSix. CheckSix?
Yep.
CheckSix. Not Checks Slicks or whatever I was trying to say.
CheckSlicks?
CheckSlicks, yeah. Anyway, that's CheckSix Sleep. His opponent is TAC3. This is the first game we've had from Ohana in IPL. So,
oh, really?
Yep, I've played a lot on this, but haven't casted a game from it yet.
It's a pretty good map. I actually don't mind it too much.
Yeah, I like it too.
It's not bad. It's a fairly small two-player map, actually.
Yeah. But, you know, it does allow you to get 3 bases in. We'll go ahead and introduce it if none of you have ever seen it before. You can see your main and natural, nothing too weird there. And it is forge fast, expandable or anything because the ramp is just as wide as, say, on Shakura's Plateau. Yeah. The real key feature, though, is that you do have destructible rocks running to your third that actually enter into the natural as well. So you have to be conscious of those if you're going 2-base. But, yep.
I really feel like just kind of the layout of the bases makes this kind of like an improved Belshir Beach. That's kind of the feeling that I get from it. Because if you look at the base layout, it is very similar. Mm-hmm. A big difference being that there's a ramp going from the outside to your natural.
Yeah.
And the ramp going from your natural to your main, of course, too. So things like the 4 gates that are so popular on Belshir Beach aren't quite as effective on this map as well.
Very much so.
Of course, this map is kind of stretched out vertically a little bit more. It's vertical rather than horizontal as far as the width goes. So there are some differences, but when I play on it, it really, really reminds me a lot of Belshir Beach. Only the early bases, are a little bit easier to kind of handle.
And, yeah, it's actually really conducive, too, to this cool build I've been doing in PvZ. Axelov taught it to me. I'm a big fan of him. He has been coaching me lately. You just full wall off this right here. Go 1-gate robo into 4-gate after a Forge Fast expand. Use your first Immortal to break down these destructible rocks, and then make sure you build a little wall in, and you're on 3 bases at like 8 minutes into the game against a Zerg player, and there's not much they can do about it.
You know what? Everybody on ladder now is going to know you're going to do it.
That's true.
You can take advantage of it.
It's so good. I don't care if they know. I'll still beat them.
You are so brave. You're so brave.
So brave.
So Zergling speed from both of these guys.
Yes.
Basically the same opening, similar to the Sleep/Vibe game earlier in the day.
And let's see here now is TAC3 actually decided to put out 6 Zerglings to start, and he's going to make his hatch right afterwards. Of course, needed to expend a few more resources to get the additional Zerglings out there.
Yep, and both of these guys actually going for the Speedling expand this time around.
Yep. As Sleep just going to go ahead and keep watch of the Xel'Naga Tower, but now there are 6lings coming from TAC3, so Sleep not going to be able to engage that, and he is going to have to run backwards, but already a Queen in position, trying to take out an Overlord as well. TAC3 going to have to get that out of here.
Yeah, I think TAC3 actually is going to lose that Overlord, unfortunately, because it's not like his Zerglings are going to be able to harass a Queen or anything like that, so this is going to be a bit irritating for TAC3. He's going to have to spend an extra 100 minerals early on to replace that, which is never something that you want to do very early in the game in ZVZ.
Right.
And this is actually one of the challenges about this map, is that there's not a lot of places where you can safely put that Overlord early on, and so you see this happen quite a bit in ZVZ.
All right, well, speed finishing up for both players. TAC3 already going after his Baneling Nest for now as he does create 2 Overlords. Of course, his opponent is up by 3 workers already and going ahead and going for that Baneling Nest as well.
Yep, that's kind of what happens when you lose that early Overlord, unfortunately.
Yeah, let's see here, though, as Hatchery is now up for Sleep. Going to be finished here in just a second for TAC3 as well. So both players are on 2 bases, but TAC3, of course, with that missing that Overlord, as you mentioned, you have to do a little bit more work to catch back up. Yeah,
he's going to be the one on the defensive this game. We're going into Baneling Wars, so TAC3's just going to probably create a couple Banelings at the top of his ramp just to kind of stay safe. And, is this Zergling actually going to get all the way in? He might. Speed kicking in here, and...
Yeah, yes he is.
Wow, he actually gets a full scout of his opponent's base. That is a little bit rough for TAC3 too. Nice scouting by Sleep. Actually, Sleep is playing so well today.
He really is. And you know
really
what?
Good.
This is a pretty important match as well because, you know, TAC3 really wants to stem the momentum for Sleep. He's taken 2 games in a row after Vibe's pretty ridiculously start. I mean, this has been pretty long set of games so far if we think about it. But
yeah, they're up 3-0, and now it's 2-3. So it's really important for TAC3 to win this game right now.
Yeah.
A very quick Roach Warren, actually, for TAC3. So he's not going to be staying on Banelings for very long at all. He's going to go for Roaches quite quickly in this game. Get the upgrades going there for that.
Oh, he is supply blocked, though, so that's what he's allocating those resources to because he doesn't have any units to spend them on right now. And looks like Sleep going to sneak on by and draw those Zerglings off yet again. Sleep has been so effective with his control so far in this game.
Yep, absolutely. So if we take a look at what Sleep's doing right now, he's actually going for +1 carapace. That, of course, makes Zerglings take 2 hits from Banelings to die, so it is a big deal if your opponent is going for a lot of Banelings. But we know that he actually doesn't need that because T-Gun is not going too Baneling heavy. He may just want to get aggressive, though, with Zerglings, and if that's the case, it's nice to have. It's actually nice to have some carapace as well.
All right, well, let's see here, though, as T-Gun does have a few roaches out for now. As taking a look around at things, we have another Overlord coming up. For T-Gun, wants to make sure that he doesn't remain supply blocked throughout the course of this game. Sleep is putting up a 3rd hatchery at the same time as well.
Yep. Our coworker's trying to distract us through the door.
Yeah.
Trying to throw off our casting, man.
No kidding. So, apologize if there's any problems with the stream or anything like that. We did have a full crash before, but we're back up and running now. Hopefully, everything syncs up whenever you connect several thousand people at the same time. It can create a couple of problems, but...
And Sleep going for the back rocks here. But T-Gun does see it, so... should be able to do something about that. Now, T-Gun moving out with a lot of Lings and Roaches. He's actually just going to try to end this game early.
Yeah, and, you know, he had fallen behind a little bit in economy, a little bit in tech, things like that, but he does have those roaches. Sleep has no such thing around, so maybe he's trying to make this work. However, Sleep does sneak into the main with a few Zerglings of his own. Yep,
he does, so he's going to be able to do a little bit of scouting here at least, and here we go. Sleep looking pretty well defended here between 3 Spine Crawlers, bunch of Banelings and some Zerglings. T-Gun, does he know about that 3rd? No, he doesn't know about that yet. Could deny that, but yeah, he's actually just going to try to bust this down.
That +1 carapace may end up coming in handy here. It's still got a few seconds before it finishes. So, Banelings on Banelings. T-Gun could have killed all of those with just a handful of his. Doesn't make it, though. The roaches are all softened up. We'll see if that's going to be enough now, though, for Sleep. As look at that, the +1 carapace you were talking about coming in handy there. A lot of Lings were just kept alive, and all the roaches have died.
Oh, that was so one-sided, unfortunately, for T-Gun. He just lost everything there, and now Sleep is going to be able to do a very, very effective counterattack.
Yeah, let's see, as T-Gun's morphing in a few defensive Banelings back at home, but he only has a handful of Lings, and that's about it. Sleep now sitting on 3 bases as well.
Yep. A lot of Lings being made here for T-Gun, so he's going to try to survive, but, you know, he's just got that supply disadvantage right now. He's got kind of the Baneling disadvantage in that his opponent is able to kind of be offensive with them. T-Gun spent so much on that Roach Ling all-in that it's going to be very, very difficult to catch up at this point.
And looks like T-Gun going to try and force these Zerglings back, which he will do so, but of course, Sleep can fall back on a very defensive position. Taking a look around, though, he's actually morphing in a ton more Banelings, already sitting on 51 workers to his opponent's 37. T-Gun really playing catch-up in that regard. Of course, T-Gun also down an entire base at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, T-Gun went all in, you know, and the all-in didn't work, so now he's trying to play catch-up.
No!
T-Gun, why? Oh, well, that doesn't help either.
No.
So.
Oh, boy.
Yep. Kind of gifting a lot of Zerglings there to Sleep.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's very, very bad for T-Gun there.
Yes.
He is trying to put up layer tech, but his opponent's already going over to an Infestation Pit. Pneumatized Carapace coming up as well.
Yep, and Sleep continuing to kind of steamroll ahead here.
Well, let's see. Is Sleep going to put up another base here? Is he going to try and end the game? Is he just going to be patient? What is his approach now? Oh, he gets another Baneling as well, just adding insult to injury. Yeah. Zerglings making their way up now.
Oh, man. That was close. All right, and that Baneling just looks like he does not know what to do, man. He just looks so confused here.
Yes, he does. So, T-Gun losing that Baneling now. Whole position micro killing a bunch of workers. A lot of Zerglings have gone down. 45 supply to 102. Falling for T-Gun.
Yep. T-Gun may be able to hold off these roaches here, but he's taking a lot of damage. He's lost a lot of drones. He lost every drone at his main right now.
Yes, he did.
Yep. 22 drones lost so far here. He's only got 1 base mining again. Another huge Ling attack coming from CheckSix Sleep, and I think
he may have stepped away from his keyboard.
I think that's possible, yeah, because he doesn't have a Spire up or anything like that.
GG!